Dude, stop! Let me go! Dude! Let me go! Dude! I'm gonna report you! Dude!
How the Penguin Stole Christmas by Dr. Seuss. Every survivor down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot, but the penguin who lived just north of Whoville did not. The penguin hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. Please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be his head wasn't screwed on just right. It could be perhaps his shoes were too tight. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was too small. But whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve, hating the survivor, staring down from his cave with a sour, grinchy frown. The warm lighted windows below in the town, for he knew every survivor down in Whoville beneath was busy now, hanging a mistletoe wreath. And they're hanging their stockings, he snarled and sneered. Tomorrow is Christmas, it's practically here. And he growled at his Grinch figures, nervously drumming, I must find some way to stop Christmas from coming.
Big McThankies from McSpankies.
Outside is dreadful, but the fire is so delightful, and since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I've got some corn for popping. Like the sun way down low, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
I must stop Christmas from coming. But how? Then he got an idea, an awful idea. The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea. When he came to the first little house on the square, this is stop number 1, the old Grinchy Claus hissed.
Target spotted.
Ah, I threw out my bag.
Oh, boy! Now's my chance.
SpongeBob, no, stay back.
Don't worry, Squidward. I'm coming.
No, get away from me.
Hang on. I'll save you.
No, get away from me, no.
Hold on.
No, get away.
Then he stuck his head out of the fireplace flue, where the little survivor stockings all hung in a row. These stockings, he grinned, are the first things to go. Then he slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant around the whole room, and he took every present, pop guns, bicycles, roller skates, drums, checkerboards, tricycles, popcorn, plums, and he stuffed them in bags. Then the Grinch, very nimbly, stuffed all the bags, one by one, up the chimney. Then he slunk to the icebox. He took the Who feast. He took the Who pudding. He took the roast beast. He cleaned out the icebox as quick as a flash. Why, the Grinch even took their last can of Who hash. Then he stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee. And now, friend Grinch, I will stuff up the tree. And the Grinch grabbed the tree and he started to shove. Then he heard a small sound, like the coo of a dove. He turned around fast, and he saw a small
Survivor.
little Cindy Lou who was not more than 2. The Grinch had been caught by this tiny Who daughter who'd got out of bed for a cup of cold water. She stared at the Grinch and said, "Santa Claus, why? Why are you taking our Christmas tree? Why?" But you know, that old Grinch was so smart and so slick, he thought up a lie, and he thought it up quick. "Why, my sweet little tot," the fake Santa Claus lied, "there's a light on this tree that won't light on one side, so I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there, then I'll bring it back here." And his fib fooled the child. Then he patted her head, and he got her a drink, and he sent her to bed. And when Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, he went to the chimney and stuffed the tree up. Then the last thing he took was the log for their fire. He did the same thing to the other
Survivor. Matt.
leaving crumbs much too small for the other Who.
Hunters.
It was 1/4 dawn. All the Who
Survivor.
still abed, all
Survivor.
still a snooze when he packed up his sled. Packed it up with their presents, the ribbons, the wrappings, the rags, and the tinsel, the trimmings, the trappings. 3,000 feet up the side of Mount Crumpet, he rode with his load to the tip-top to dump it. "Pooh-pooh to the Who's," he was grinchiously humming. "They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two, and then the Who's down in Whoville will all cry, boo-hoo. That's a noise," grinned the
Penguin.
"that I simply must hear." So he paused, and the Grinch put his hand to his ear, and he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low, then it started to grow. But the sound wasn't sad. Why, this sound sounded merry. It couldn't be so, but it was merry, very. He stared down at Whoville. The
Penguin.
popped his eyes, then he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise. Every Who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags. And he puzzled 3 hours till his puzzler was sore. Then
Penguin.
he thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. And what happened then? Well, in Whoville they say that the
Penguin's
small heart grew 3 sizes that day. And the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light, and he brought back the toys and the food for the feast. And he himself, the
Penguin.
carved the roast feast. The end.